So we're gonna start by defining what is empirical formula. So an empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of elements in a compound. Okay, like let's give for example, if we take glucose it's got this formula here. Let's write C6H12O6, right? So if we want to represent it in an empirical formula, we're going to represent these numbers in simple ratios, the simplest one. Okay, so it's what? It's 6, 12, and 6, right? So you're going to divide by the smallest one. The smallest one you can see here, it's actually 6. So we're going to divide by 6. We're going to divide by 6. We're going to divide by 6. So it's going to become what? 6 divided by 6 is going to be 1 against 2 against 1. So the empirical formula will be what? CH2O, just like this. So basically that's our empirical formula. Now we have represented it in simple ratios here. Okay, so let's go on and see what is the importance of empirical formulas. So empirical formulas are basically, they just provide a foundational understanding of a chemical composition. It's also useful in determining the molecular formula and understanding the basic chemical behaviors. So let's look at some examples here. Okay, so let's look at this one. Let's say you are given 10 grams. This is the example. Example 1. Let's say you're given 10 grams of 10 grams of carbon, 10 grams of carbon, and 8 grams of hydrogen, right? Okay, so we're given 10 grams, that is carbon, and 8 grams, that is hydrogen, right? All right. So this is basically what you do. The first step that you need to do is to convert these grams into number of moles. So how are we going to do that? We're going to check the molar masses of carbon and hydrogen. So what is the molar mass of carbon? So carbon is what? The molar mass is basically 12.01 grams, and hydrogen is what? 1.01, right? Grams. Okay, so we're going to come here, we're going to divide 10 divided by 12.01. We now want to find the number of moles of what? Carbon. So we're going to come here, we're going to take the given mass here, which is 10 grams over 12.01 grams, right? And also basically the same thing on hydrogen here, so it's basically what? 8 grams over 1.01. Okay, so let's see what are we gonna get here. So if you are still struggle to find the number of moles, you can check the link in this video. That's where you can find the link. All right, so we got 10 grams divided by, so for carbon, yeah, carbon, it's gonna be what? 10 grams over 12.01 grams. Then also for hydrogen, which is what? 8 grams over 1.01 grams, right? So we're gonna find for carbon. Okay, if say 10 divided by 12.01, we're gonna have a number which is approximately 0.83. Okay, if you calculate that one, so 0.83. Okay, and this one we're gonna have a number. Okay, let me just calculate this one. So it's gonna give 7.92. 7.92. 7.92. Okay, so now at this point now we're gonna compare this moles. So it's moles, right? So it's moles, all right. So we're gonna check which one is the smaller one. The smaller one is 0.83. Yeah, this one is greater, which is 7.92. So now to represent it in simpler ratios, we're gonna divide by the smallest one, which is 0.83, right? Okay. So we come here for carbon, gonna be what, 0.83. Sorry for this one. Let me just cancel this one. It's 0.83, not 0.083. Okay. All right. So it's 0.83 over 0.83, and this side is gonna be 7.92 over 0.83, right? Okay. So this one we're gonna get 1. Then on this side, let me just take my calculator. On this side, it's gonna be 9.5. Okay. So it's approximately 9.5. 9.5. So this is the approximate. Okay. So what we're gonna do now, we get a fraction here, which is 9.5. Okay. So 9.5 is basically what? 9.5. 9.5. Basically 9 times 2 plus 1, which is 19 over 2, right? This is equal to 1, right? Okay. So now we just have to remove the fractions. We do this by multiplying by the denominator, for which our denominator is what? Is actually 2. So you're gonna multiply by 2 every side. What are we gonna get? So if we multiply by 2 every side, this one's gonna be times 2. This one's gonna be times 2. So now we can get this side 2. Then this side we can get 19. Okay, so the representation is gonna be like what? The empirical formula is gonna be C2, right? And H19. So basically that's how you calculate the empirical formula. All right. So if you have any questions, maybe your own examples, you can just post them in the comment section so that we can take a look at it. All right. So there are some common mistakes that you can make. That is ignoring the units. You must always check the units when converting from grams to moles. And also, the common mistake is not reducing the ratios. You must ensure that the ratios are simplified to the smallest whole numbers. And also, there is need for whole numbers. If ratios result in fractions, remember to always multiply by a common factor so that they are changed from fractions to whole numbers. All right. So basically that's it. If you wanna keep on learning on this, you can just comment in the comment section and just reply by saying quiz. Then I'll post the quiz to you so that you can see how much you fare in that quiz. All right. So thank you so much, guys. Feel free to post, to comment, and also give your own examples or questions. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, let's go.